Hi everyone. So I am back with another video in my investigation on the connection issues of Android Auto in the RCD 330 plus or RCD 340, whichever it is, I'm not sure. So in the previous video we were having some problems with Android Auto on this RCD unit in my VW Polo. When we connected the phone through Android Auto, it was showing communication error 8. So this is my family's second car. It's a 2006 Skoda Octavia II, or Skoda Laura as it is known in India. You'll have to excuse the state of the car as some work is going on, so some of the interior trim is missing. But that suits us just fine, as I was easily able to remove the old radio in this car. That was a Skoda Columbus, so that I could install this VW RCD 330, so we can test if the communication error of Android Auto is happening in this car as well. So the problem with the Polo was that when we turned on the ignition and connected the phone through Android Auto, it would show the communication error rate. So let's try in this car. Turning on the ignition. Ignition is on and the head unit has turned. So let's connect the phone. One second. Okay, I have connected the phone. Let me unlock it. Let's go to app. So it has detected the phone. Let's turn on Android Auto. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a prompt in the phone. Let's continue. Wow, it's connected right away. There is no issue in this car like we faced in the Polo. Let me skip that. Okay, we are in. So wow, I'm a bit surprised that it worked perfect in this car. No issue whatsoever. Ignition is on and the phone has been connected through Android Auto, and no errors are anywhere. The communication error 8 has not come. So obviously now I'll have to take a look at the Polo, because something might be wrong in that car. I do not know for sure what is wrong. Interesting thing to note is that this car's instrument cluster seems to be a bit more advanced than the Polo. This is a maxi-dot instrument cluster. In the Polo, I was able to set the time through the instrument cluster and no option to set the date. This instrument cluster also there is no option to set the date, but there is quite a few bit of extra options. I will show you. And enter setup and time. Okay, there is option to set the time, that is there in the Polo also, and these two options, the daylight saving mode and the 24-hour mode. As far as I can remember, there is no option like this in the Polo. So I do not know if this is causing the fault in the Polo, because its instrument cluster is not as advanced as this one. And in the RCD itself there is no option to set the date. I'll go through the menus. First is sound, screen, language, activate data transmission for Volkswagen apps. I am not sure what that is. The keyboard option, additional keyboard languages, Bluetooth, factory setting, it is to factory reset device, system information, and copyright. No other option to set the time or date in this unit. What this unit does is that whatever the time in this 1 second. Okay, usually the clock displays 1 second. Yeah, there it is. The clock shown, the time shown in the clock of the instrument cluster, this unit takes that as well. It takes that automatically from the car. Also the temperature, outside temperature sensor information, the unit also gets from here, I think. See, 27 degrees. In the Polo, it is the same as well. Whatever time we set in the instrument cluster, the unit takes that data from it. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. I have established that somehow it is a fault with this with my Polo. Sorry, there is no fault with this unit. There is some issue in the Polo, but what is stumped me is that in India the Polo 6R, that is the Polo we get in India, from I think from the 2017 model year, this particular unit is factory fitted on the Indian Polo. The RCD 330 plus is a factory fitment, or RCD 340, whichever it is, I don't know. It looks exactly like this one. I have seen it in my friend's car, and his unit works just fine. Android Auto works just fine, and that Polo also has a same instrument cluster like mine. So yeah, I'm stumped as to what may be causing this. The Indian the head unit in the Indian Polo has a different part number. I think my friend's car has a 187C. Not sure if that has anything to do with it. Another issue this particular unit uses a quad lock connector. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. 1 second. Okay, we have taken out the radio, and you can see this connector here. 1 second, let me see if I get a better angle. There. This is the stock connector that is coming in this car. Most of the higher end VWs and Skodas have this as the stock connector, but my Polo has a ISO connector coming from the factory, so I had to use a adapter harness to make it into the quad lock. So I do not know if that is causing the issue, but in my friend's car, the 2017 one, it comes with this connector from the factory. And I tried installing the unit I got earlier. I installed that into his car, which has the factory harness, and it did not work in that car as well. So yeah, I'll keep investigating this issue and Hopefully I'll be able to find a solution. So that's it for this video. Bye.